Baton Rouge, Baton, come on. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. It is the capital.
Going forward, you know, we know that COVID is going to pop up all the time. It's on the radar. Everybody knows the numbers go up, they go down, they balance. One place becomes a hot spot, the next place becomes cold, and it rotates. You know, I was just in New Orleans at a music conference, and COVID was everywhere. You know, I mean, I literally saw people get sick. You know, at the conference.
Wow.
And we were all like terrified. And everybody's in that room, they call each other, going, "Are you okay, man? You well? You sick? Are you?" It was like, because we saw people who were getting sick. So does that make you think about planning in the future for both, just in case? Or you just say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just do my regular programming and planning?
We actually did plan for both. So during the pandemic, the months that we had to be closed, we were working on some upgrades already, but we have the capability now in our brick gallery where we do lectures and programming where we can stream and we can do things virtually and in person. So
So you've already
got it in place.
Forward, you're ready to write down. We will be doing virtual also. I got you.
We can do both.
That's good. All right. So, now, budget-wise, have you been affected greatly by the pandemic? Budget-wise for the museum?
Not much budget-wise. We're funded through an ad valorem millage here in West Baton Rouge. So the citizens and the businesses here support us. They vote every 10 years to fund us. And so we just passed that in April of this year. So we're good for another decade.
All right. So that's easy,
right? We're free for West Baton Rouge residents to come anytime because they're already supporting us. And if you're a member of the Historic Association, it's free. Our admissions are not where we make money. We charge $4 for $4, I think, for adults and $2 for senior citizens and kids.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. It's very well structured.
Well, we want people to come in. We want it to be an open place. We don't want to be off-putting or, have barriers for people.
Well, I can tell you this, you're doing a great job just from my perspective.
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's when you like what you do, it's easy.
So, expansion. Are you thinking about expanding or not? Are you satisfied with where you are?
I mean, we don't have room on this campus to put another building. We're always thinking about our stories that we tell and expanding those stories. So we've just this year, we opened 2 new semi-permanent exhibits on local sculptures. We have a new exhibit dedicated to Mr. Ronald Trahan, who's the treasurer of our cultural district here, and his sculpture. And then we just opened in July an exhibit to Angela Gregory, who was the first female sculptor from Louisiana to gain international acclaim in the 1920s in Paris.
Awesome. So how many employees? How many people?
20, about 20. Wow. I think we have a few... kids that are going to college and new folks joining us, but about 20, 10 full-time, 10 part-time.
So you said 6 acres?
6-acre campus, 8 historic buildings, lots of fun to be had.
I can tell you this, it's impressive what you guys have been able to do with it. It's amazing for me every time I come. I see something that just blows
We have
me
a
away.
lot of fun. Jeannie works her magic with the programs. Our curators are just amazing and tell great stories for Jeannie to spin her programs off of. And we're just blessed with wonderful educators and tour guides and the folks that work here. They're just, everybody loves their job. You can be gone for a week and not worry about them. Everything is running smoothly.
So when we sat down, I noticed you put this on the table. I think you should tell me, why did you put it there? I mean,
Well, this is he's a Baton Rouge art educator. Shitan Attis. I may be butchering his name.
No, easy.
Right. But he had done this sculpture and a larger one that's on our campus for my predecessor, Julie Rose, when she was here. And this piece in particular was the inspiration for our new logo, which was designed by another local artist, Jonathan Maillet. He's the current poet laureate of Baton Rouge, and he's a Creole speaker and good friend of ours. But he calls the piece that's our new logo, Des Cônes qui repoussent. It's the cane that grows anew. And as we were talking about our logo and what we were and what we stood for, we wanted to think of something that symbolized us as a people, as a place. And we're such a sugar-producing region. We talk so much about sugar at the West Baton Rouge Museum. And one of the things that we just loved about sugar is that resiliency. It grows from the stalks of the old one. So when you harvest, you plant it laying down, and the new stalks come up out of the nodes. And so Jonathan calling this Des Cônes qui repoussent, it's the cane that grows anew because it's growing from the old cane. We're rooted in our past, and the soil, this rich alluvial soil that's here, we can grow so strong and tall, and our culture and our people will continue.
Awesome. So I guess one final question I gotta ask, of course, and you probably know what the question is already, but you meet a 20-year-old in college, they're looking at you for inspiration, and they're saying, I think I want to do what you do when I grow up. What do you say to them?
You want a job? We're hiring part-time weekend tour guides. Pretty much always. No, or we have events, or come volunteer, come get your hands, come get into it. So we actually, that exact situation happened at summer camp. A local guy from Bruley came in and was like, are y'all accepting interns? And I was like, no, I'm hiring for part-time weekend tour guides. And he's a junior in anthropology, and he grew up at this museum at our Blast from the Past summer history camp. And he's, so he's joined our team, and he's rolls up his sleeves and gets work done. So we're glad to have him, and I hope he'll stick around.
Awesome. So you just throw him right in, basically.
Well, yeah.
You say you're interested? Okay, good.
Come on. What you want to do? What do you like?
Off in the deep end, right? Oh, there you go.
Right. You feel comfortable with tours? You want to work events? What do you want to do? Programs? Yeah. There's always
model.
something.
That's a good model. That, because if you're showing interest in, let's get you started, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's lots of work here.
You can work your way up to being a director in 20 years.
Yeah. Some people like archives. There's plenty of stuff to do, and cataloging and help with the collections. So there's always something for someone here. It's really no one type of person that you'll find at a museum.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good stuff. And it's a pleasure to have you on the show, actually.
Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. It is the capital city that nobody can refuse.
This is Andre at the West Baton Rouge Museum. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.